All right, let's end this awkward silence already. All right, show of hands. Who is here to protect their virginity tonight? Because I have a game for you. A game tailor-made for you, maybe. Like any tailor, like me, Dartigan. I don't want to ever lose. I wanted to. I'm currently fighting off my cat right now. She wants attention right when I start a stream and come up with like my best material in weeks. But also, thank you, Kurosaki, for the 51 months up. Right as the stream started, you timed that one perfectly. Butt time. There's a small part of me that likes that the first thing anyone has ever noticed about this game. I've literally been thinking of this game as, oh yeah, that ass game, ever since it first got announced. And that is kind of all it has ever been. It's like, oh yeah, the butt game. You know you got marketing potential when people are thinking of your game as in that regards. There aren't too many games that usually get by solely off sex appeal. I wasn't here to see the end of FF7 Rebirth stream, so can you please share your overall opinions on that game and its ending? I don't know if I want to talk about the ending because there might be people who were trying to avoid spoilers by not watching it and are now watching the stream, but haven't finished it yet. I will say that I've come like I'm not against the ending. I know some people find it contentious. It's more or less the same ending as the original. Well, not really an ending back then, but it's still the game is in the same point. It's just that they're now kind of turned Aerith into a physics cat that's both, you know, two different things at the same time. Which is honestly kind of what I was suspecting they were going to do ever since they introduced the whole idea of a multiverse. That was always going to like work toward that angle and exist solely for that. So not too surprised. Overall, though, I like the game a lot. Please, no spoilers. That's why I'm speaking around it as much as possible, because I know there's a lot of people who didn't watch the streams because they didn't want to be spoiled. It's a good way of saying it. Yeah, there's a famous thought experiment. The one about the cat in the box being alive and dead at the same time. That's pretty much all this whole idea of multiverse springs from. So they just adapted that. Schrodinger's Aerith. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. That's what I took away from it. It's deliberately set up in a way. The ending of it it's like written into it's. You can't really pull conclusions from it. Is the way it's been made. So anyone who has a theory on it, it's just that it's a game theory. It's nothing confirmed. They have given themselves as much leeway as they can to write the next game. So they tried to write it in a mysterious way, so you can't really pull a conclusion, and therefore, whatever they come up with won't seem like they just like made it up on the fly. So yeah, I wouldn't put too much. Wait until the third game is out, then we can fully and finally, definitively even, decide our thoughts on that game. Gyat Gang tonight. God damn it, I should have thought of that. Welcome, Gyat Gang. Your tired brain read the title as Blot. Blot. Suka, no, Blot is always preceded by the Suka, though, when you're memeing it. It's never just Blot by itself, it's always Suka Blot. Just know a lot of people seem to not like the ending. A lot of people didn't like the ending of Remake as well. So it's kind of like the same territory. I mean, that ending was super confusing as well because you had like, what's this? Zack and Cloud are together and they're like, Zack's alive and they're walking to Midgar. What? There's like a different timeline now. The ghosts are gone. Trust me, that didn't really end up amounting to much, the whole Zack and Cloud angle yet. I'm assuming there's going to be a payoff maybe in the third game. So who knows? Dartigan. I have been complimented on my Gyat. I kind of low-key despise the fact that I know how to use Gyat in a sentence properly. Chat, I've been on the internet too much. I can speak like a Zoomer even though I'm not one, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's not supposed to be how this works, all right? Anyone that's not of a generation trying to use like terminology that they didn't grow up with always supposed to sound like super awkward and weird and like cringe. But I can use Gyat. I can use it. I don't like it. I want to get old and crusty. Like, back in my day, we said, bruh. Zoomer, boomer, same thing. You know, I've spoken at length about how I think this generational stuff is bullshit, and it's like completely just a marketing terminology. It's essentially astrology, or astrology that we use only for instead of the stars. It's about another part of the calendar. So I like making fun of it though. Why doesn't Tifa have Mako sickness? Excellent point, and one that it's going to be in the video actually. Because if you recall, Jesse's dad got Mako poisoning for sleeping next to a leaking container of Mako. Tifa took a minutes long swim in that stuff, and nothing came of it. Anyone want to say that line from Finding Nemo? Which one would that be? Riz is short for charisma. Yes, that we're all aware. I think everyone knows that one at this point. Gyat is a bastardization of goddamn. Well, yeah, but it's always been the goddamn you said in reference to like a particular body part passing by, like, yeah, damn. I mean, it's so impressive it forces you to strain your voice. No spoilers, but I interpreted part of what happened at the ending was kind of a result of Cloud's Mako sickness, schizophrenia. You see, a lot of people did, and that would be so stupid and lazy that I don't even know why they would bother. It's already been established that Cloud is like messed up in the head. You don't need like another angle to it when he's already like completely broken mentally. So I don't know why they would do that, other than like, oh, we need to have, something. We want to make sure this voice actors is still in the game. So I saw people mentioning. I've also seen people mentioning other like. My theory, well, like I said, I can't go into this without spoiling, to be honest, for people who haven't seen the game or like finished the game yet. So I'm wary of discussing it. Give it some more time, and then I'll go over it, I guess. But I really don't see the idea of it being it's just more mental Cloud stuff. I just like why he's already busted and like fucked with enough in the head. More ain't gonna do anything. He's still gonna be doing the thing he did in the original game, anyways. Sit down and drink your goddamn tea. Played the demo of this game and loved it. I think you will as well. All the things I've heard about it have been pretty glowing. Like, it isn't just like, here's a pretty face with a pretty body. It's like there's a pretty good game behind it as well. And you know what? Hey, if you want to give me like a really good game and also give me some TNA at the same time, you know what? I can handle that. I can handle that. I'm not going to complain too much. Cloud is crazy, but everyone wants to nail him. Well, you've heard of crazy hot, right? It applies to guys, too. Just pointing those out for those like me who didn't and still don't get it. Well, hey, the fact that you took the time to learn what those terms mean already places you above most people. The perfect game has both nice ass and great gameplay. I mean, the two things do work pretty well together. Like, Solid Snake is well known for his butt, and having a pretty good games behind the butt. So the Nier Automata experience? Yes. However, this game I think takes it a few degrees higher than Nier Automata does when it comes to the butt. I'm like, definitely Nier Automata was known for that, but come on. This game, it's like right there in your face. Game has a good story. I don't know. The character models are pretty good, but it does seem like it's, I don't know. We'll see about the plot. That'll be my job later when it comes out. Oh, by the way, do you guys realize we're getting 2 games that both end in Blade over the next 2 months? We got Stellar Blade and then Hellblade after that. We're back to like, the really stupid video game names again. It's a good time. Yeah, just put the word blade in there. Have you seen the ass jiggle physics yet? My man, the first thing anyone saw this game was an ass. Literally in air. Like the very first trailer was like, hey, do you like butt? So yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone who's seen anything of this game so far has seen something of that. You finish the demo early, will you play Alone in the Dark again? I don't know. I might tonight might be a short stream, so I can get more of the script writing done afterward. It really depends on how I feel. So don't be surprised if all I do is play the demo tonight. No Dragon's Dogma 2, or did I miss? I have not played it yet. I would rather wait until that game is in a playable state before I try it out. So I'm not in any rush to play right now. I just finished one big RPG. I don't want to immediately dip my toes into another one, especially when I still haven't even finished Like a Dragon. I mean, man, I'm going to die for all that. I'm like that old ass meme of the person who can't hold all the stuff in their hands. Like, why can't I hold all these JRPGs? There's no yacht in Hellblade. Well, yes, but that's a serious take on mental illness and Viking mythology. Of this game, but I ass men rejoice. You finally have a game. Oh, come on now. Come now. There's been plenty of games that have rewarded you for like being in that particular thing. You can probably think of many. It just there hasn't been any recently. Main character of Hellblade is hot. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with her. I don't typically you're like, I didn't really get that opinion from her because she's just like a broken human being. Honestly, really like FF7 emphasizes not just Cloud's mental issues, but most of the parties. Seriously, Sid and Kate Sith are so far the only ones with that PTSD. Well, Sid actually does have issues. He's like, in the original game he did anyways. I'm not sure they're going to continue that in this, but he was, when you first meet him, like a very upset and sad individual because his dream of going to space had been crushed. Kate Sith is conflicted. Well, it wasn't really shown off very well in the original, but he's conflicted because he's a company man, but he's also helping out the party. So they'll probably play up that angle some more of like Reeve wrestling with his inner demons of working for Shinra and doing all this terrible crap with them, but also working with Avalanche and seeing things from their perspective. That's what I imagine they'll do with it. But yeah, they all of them kind of do have some issues. Also, thank you, Polycar, for the 100 bits, man. You can fix her. Well, medication is about the only thing that fixes schizophrenia, I'm afraid. I don't think you're gonna be getting that in the Dark Ages. When is the next game Sins video? I'm currently working on the script for FF7. It's a big game though, so it's going to take some time. My current time frame is to hopefully release it the middle of this upcoming month. That's maybe sometime around the 15th is what I'm hoping for. It might end up slipping to like closer to like the 20 or 25th. I hope not. It'd be like a 2-month period without a video and only like live stream. So I'm hoping to have it out maybe by the 15th or so. Because I also got to launch the Patreon at the same time. So I want to get both of that done so I can focus on, just like pumping out work. Pumping, chat, pump. Okay. There is a woman at work that acts afraid of me, so I avoid her. Probably for the best. I mean, unless she like comes around and realizes you're perfectly normal. Let's hope. Let me just boom, video game. Well, that's the current schedule. To be fair, I've got 2 videos in the bank for the Patreon already though. So I've been putting myself to work while I was playing FF7. Dart definitely loves pumping fluids, don't we all? We all feel good when we're doing various fluid pumping. Stop it. Stop it. Rapscallion you. Can't be getting dirty-minded. It's just a menu screen. What happened to Alone in the Dark? I played it last night. I'll be playing it some more though. But tonight, it's this game. It's a demo. So nothing's happened to it yet. I haven't finished it. I like for when several of the peers, Cloud is done with his shit and tells him to go away. Well, that's only for like the one scene. There'll be plenty more chances for like Cloud to get screwed over by Sephiroth's mindfuckery. Ugh. I'm trying out one of these polls here on YouTube. What's the current score? 64 votes. 44% yes. 57% also yes. I know I deliberately like weighed it. Can't really like give you the wrong answer, can you? But hey, maybe that increases the like chat engagement, or at least that's what YouTube claims. So expect a poll on future streams, or like all future streams probably. Stella Buns. You know what? I kind of wonder what her exercise routine is now. With Easter coming up, I have to wonder, did that Jesus game ever get finished? I believe it did, and it's terrible. It's not something worth playing. Do you also run the GCD? The GCD? The Game Care Network? Oh, no, I do not run that. That is someone else other than me. It wouldn't really make sense for me to run two GameSyn channels, and like it's that. Yeah, I don't. That'd be weird to do that, and also way too much work. No, I got this channel, and that's enough for me. Let's not crucify Jesus, okay? Not today. It is almost Easter, you know. Probably not a good idea. What you chose? PS6 Sony exclusives are only sequels, spin-offs, or non-IPs, or all of them ditched instead? Okay, I'm not sure what you're asking me. That's like a big rambly sentence. But Lucky's a charmer, that she is. Today is Crucifixion Day. Oh, sweet. Let's fucking go. You know, I'm going to hell. You know what? Yeah, I'm to be fair, isn't Easter just like a pagan holiday that the Christians like, you know what? Let's convert all these these pagans by like introducing their holiday and just calling it Easter. So I'm probably still good. In fact, aren't most Christian holidays like they just like take this like equinox thing and yeah, the spring like the spring and winter equinox. Like it's a Christian holiday now. What are you gonna do about it? What Christian holiday isn't a pagan holiday? Honestly, I think all of them are, aren't they? I mean, there aren't that many Christian holidays. It really is Easter and, well, depending on your denomination, I guess. But mainly it's Easter and Christmas, and, you know, those are just like, we just adapted something. Where does your creativity come from when you come up with all these creative sins for the games you talk about in your video? Honestly, that's just how my brain works. I pull from like my own thoughts in you know when I'm playing the game or also when I'm watching the footage. I sometimes think of lines that I don't even have a use for and I write them down just to be used in the future. This is just how my brain works. Things will pop into it sometimes and like, you know what? That works pretty well. But it's always a matter of just like struggling through it. Your first things you write are usually never that good, so you got to write them multiple times and eventually you land on something pretty decent. So it's usually like, okay, I spent a lot of time working on it, so eventually maybe something about it is funny. I recently watched the Heavy Rain review. That shit was hilarious. Madison has a yacht. Well, if you've watched any of my David Cage reviews, you know that he has a particular fetish for brunettes, short-haired brunettes in upscale, you know, city apartments walking around in their underwear. So pretty much he gives all of his female characters a yacht because he's one weird dude. Just wait until I play that Omicron the Nomad Soul. That one's even weirder. Does Jesus have a holy ass? I think you go to hell for even asking that question. Would you prefer if all PS6 exclusives were original IPs? Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to a no sequel or like remake rule after a while. Just like, hey, new stuff. That's new stuff is pretty nice. However, for that to happen though, the cost of game development probably needs to go way down. And I don't see Sony like Sony likes spending that money on those triple A's, man. So we're not going to get that much experimentation. How will we sneak that into his Star Wars game? Probably not. He didn't. Star Wars will probably keep like a tighter leash on him. He might like the leash though. Omicron is coming. I'm hoping to play it eventually. It's just a matter of getting it to work. PC version is not easy to get it running. Make for a good classic sin video, don't you think? Have you ever gotten hate from people who didn't realize your videos are satire? All the time. There are plenty of people who don't realize that what I'm doing is just for fun and entertainment, and they think I'm personally insulting like something they've attached their entire identity to. However, it doesn't affect me any. That's the easiest criticism or like hatred to ignore because it's meaningless. So yeah, pretty much every video gets a little bit of that, but I just tone it out. Like, oh yeah, I hear like background noise. Played Mass Effect 3 tonight. You know what? I've only ever seen Mass Effect 1. I still need to do 2 and 3 at some point. Why have I never done that? What about the Dreamcast version of Omicron? That's what I might end up doing, actually. You're making lavender sugar cookies tonight, huh? Somebody's rewarding themselves. What's my favorite Sins video? I probably have several that would probably count as my favorite. I usually mention my Until Dawn video since that was the very first game I ever live streamed. But it's probably not my best work at this point since it's a pretty old video. I don't know. Honestly, I think any of the videos, you can point to any video I've done the past like 3 years, and it's probably a good example of some of my better work. I feel like the last 3 years of videos have just been really strong. And only like a handful of them were like mid when they came out. Am I gonna send Chrono Trigger? I don't know. Haven't put that one on the list yet, but I guess it technically would count as a classic Zen video. I'd probably send Chrono Cross more before that, because I've actually never played through Chrono Trigger all the way. I like watched my older brother play through like half of it. But Chrono Cross I have played. But there's some other old school RPGs I'd want to do before that, like Parasite Eve. Specifically Parasite Eve, actually. Did I send Cyberpunk? Yes, I send Cyberpunk. And I also will probably end up sending the DLC for it as well. Yes, for the Patreon stuff. Good thing I recorded that. Recently got my old PS2 set up again with a memo card for PS1 and 2. What classic games do you recommend I get to finally try? For PS2, I'm not sure what you've played, but you know what? When it comes to PS2, all the Metal Gear games, and the PS1 as well, are a good first, good thing to try out. Final Fantasy X on PS2 is also really good. Let's see. I actually didn't play a lot of PS2 games. I'm trying to think. On PS1, I just mentioned Parasite Eve. That's on Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. Metal Gear Solid 1. Siphon Filter 1 and 2 are also really good games on it. Resident Evil 2 is also really good on PS1. So there's some solid ones there that'll keep you busy for a while. Have you sent any racing games? Most racing games don't really have anything for me to work with plot-wise. I know there's a few out there. But I'm also just not into racing games, so I've never really... I don't think I've ever even played a racing game more than like an hour in my entire life. I don't know, they just don't interest me. And there's not really much for me to like send there. I'm not a gearhead either, so like sending the car handling just wouldn't really work out for me. Been wondering, why haven't you made sins for the GTA series before GTA 6 comes out? You see, that's the thing. You landed on the reason for that in your question. I've been waiting for GTA 6's announcement before I ever tried to send any, because I wanted to know when to expect that game to come out. And now we know probably next year sometime. So my plan has been to make Grand Theft Auto videos around the same time frame as the release of GTA 6. So now that we have an idea when GTA 6 is coming out, you should probably expect me to do some GTA Sin videos. Specifically GTA San Andreas.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Well, no. That is a Rockstar game I send though. But GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, and GTA 5. And GTA 3 and Vice City would count as like classic sins, so those will probably be on the Patreon when I get that up and running. Muted the speech, but the music made up for it. But also, thank you for the bits, Polycarp. Newbie here. Hold on a second, let me check. I lost your comment all of a sudden. Where'd it go? For some reason, your message was retracted. I guess you got shy. It said newbie here is all I saw of it. Best Spider-Man 2 critique review along with Synthetic Man. That game broke my heart as a Spider-Man lover, but Stellar Blade demos is extremely solid. Well, hey, You can count on your base Korean friends then. Did I send Witcher 3? I have not sent any Witcher game yet. I plan to. I just have not had time. Witcher 3 is a daunting task. That is a big game. Then again, I'm currently working on FF7, which is also a very big game. Like how this game has an overhead view of a continent as of the title screen background. Is this open world? No, this is not an open world game. This is a straight up action game. No need for open world nonsense. You got ass in this game. Sorry, wait, don't worry. Sometimes YouTube, for some reason, sometimes seems to retract people's comments, I've noticed. And titty, it seems like it's more of the ass than the titty. Though I'm sure she's got those too. Do you intend on sending PS1 Resident Evil games? Remove the original comment because of goofy phrasing. Alright, so to answer your question, both yes and no when it comes to Resident Evil. When it comes to Resident Evil, it'd be better for me to send the Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2 and 3 than the PS1 version because, you know, slightly better looking game. And I do own those games for my Dreamcast. So once I get my Dreamcast modded, I can send those. However, those are old games before my cutoff date, so they'll likely end up being considered classic sins that'll go up on my upcoming Patreon instead of coming to YouTube. Though, who knows, maybe at some point I might release them on YouTube, but for the first and original release of them, they'd be Patreon exclusives. Wow, it is warm in here now. Almost missed the ass game. We're getting ready to start, actually. Feel like everyone's warmed up. And you're gonna need that warm-up. We needed that warm-up. I need to, like, cool you off before I heated you up. This game is good. She'll have a team-up with Solid Snake for a team... Well, Konami doesn't really do much with Solid Snake right now. We haven't heard anything new about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake for a while. Alright, let us prepare yourselves, chat. I expect you to keep your hormones in balance tonight. As of now, Airborne Squad 7 will exterminate the you must act like men, and men are not led astray by nice butt. And that looks like a dick already. I'm sorry, but come on.
1 minute until threshold is reached.
It's like the dick ship. I like, Chad, I want in the future us to have, like, very artistically designed engravings on our spaceships. It's a nice look. I hope this game isn't made by horny devs. I assure you it was. Does not look like it's a very good assault. Things aren't going well.
All available drop pods will be ejected according to Protocol B32.
You know, the defenses of this planet seem pretty impregnable. Why don't they have yeah, you think they'd have force fields more than just the front of the ship? Because I think they lost everything just getting like a handful of people down to the surface. Isn't this like the first big AAA Korean game? Well, I know they've had MMOs before, but this is like their first big single-player game that I can think of anyways. South Korea has been like weird when it comes to games. They primarily stuck to mobile and like MMOs, but now they're moving into like more traditional single-player stuff. So I can't think of any other like Korean game I've ever played. Korean Liza P. Oh yeah, well that counts as like the new Korean wave, I guess. But yeah, Liza P would be the first one I played. But yeah, it's just like a trend. Both China and I think South Korea are getting into like bigger AAA single-player style games now. Nut already? You lost already?
Pod landing complete. Removing physical shield.
Heck divers? Heck divers. Or Super Earth. Wasn't PUBG by Koreans? It was made by a Western team, but that was owned by a Korean like publishing company, I think. locked in here. You already finished what? This game? I just started this game.
Taki? Eve, are you alright? This place is dangerous. Take my hand.
What happens if I fail that? You think they'll explain why they're such skin-tight, suits? Lip sync is atrocious. They may have not animated it specifically for English at this point.
You take the left. I'll take care of this side.
Now, I've heard some people describe this game as almost like Souls-like. Yeah, it's definitely not Devil May Cry with a jump like that. Press L1 to guard. Got the witch time block.
I see you still have your
Chad, how does she avoid cutting her hair braid off with her sword? Wait, does she sheath her sword as like... Yeah, her sword becomes like her hairpin when she's not using it. That's a neat little thing. I mean, she's basically sticking it into her brain, but alright. But how does she avoid, like, cutting this ponytail off when swinging the sword around? Thought that was so cool when you realize, yeah, that's a nice... I've never seen anyone do that, but it's a nice touch. Answer is no collision. You know, I like how good video game hair has gotten in recent years. You remember when it just like all video game hair just sucked ass? So they had like, women had to have like a very stiff ponytail. That was it. That's all they could do. Because like trying to render hair like this in previous generations would bring your frame rate down to like 10 frames. Like this ponytail alone would have killed your Xbox 360 and PS3. That's like all it could have rendered was like just a couple frames of that. This game could only come from Korea. You know what? Japan makes a lot of games like this too. Speaking of Nier Automata, which this game was heavily inspired by.
Watch out! It's an unlisted Nativo. I'll handle this one.
Yeah, that was cool.
Watch out! There's more.
Beta skill.
Great.
The demo live and playable? Yep, that's what. You think they gave me early access to it? No, this anyone can play this right now.
Are you alright, Eve?
What engine does this game use, by the way? Does anyone know?
Take this. It's first aid. Thank you.
In an amp? Wait, we're all sci-fi, but you threw me like a glass ample?
There's more of them.
Alright, sure, why not? I mean, using a sword, what?
Let's get out of here.
So
before
far,
more of them
pretty
show
good.
up. Eve, follow me. You secured. Rendezvous point in sight. This way.
This game puts so much emphasis on sexy designs. I'm gonna point out the pervy design. I mean, it's pretty much, you know it.
Watch out for
You know what?
darkness.
I mean, honestly, it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, you do have a butt staring at you in the face the entire game. But it's really... Hold up. I'm dead. Okay. What matters more than anything else when you have a sexy design is how the camera focuses on things.
You secured.
You can make a game
What did
feel
it
way
want?
dirtier just by putting the camera in a specific position. So as long as it
This
doesn't
way.
feel like the camera is like licking her ass all the time, it's not that bad.
Watch out for Gardner's interception.
Oh.
Don't stop. Keep moving, Eve.
My own personal sexy Vietnam.
That was close.
What's the dirtiest
looking
game I've
good.
played? I haven't really
Let's
played
go.
that many what I'd call dirty games. I've never been in like, here's a porn game, let me play it.
Is that an Alpha Nativa? Let's join them.
Yeah, I think they're dead. Reminds you of Bayonetta. I wouldn't be surprised that was another inspiration on it.
No. The squad's life signs. We're the only two left.
Oof.
Eve. Eve, pull yourself together.
Didn't you play Lollipop Chainsaw? Yes.
Listen to me.
I don't really... That game's like
We haven't
raunchy, but it's not
completed our
dirty.
mission. Now it's just up to us to see this mission through. Understand?
Korean girls don't even have fat asses. I assure you, fat asses can be found in every corner of the world. They're not like exclusive to one region. It's not like that we had a UN charter like, oh yes, only like the 5 member nations of the Security Council can have the fat ass.
Eve, are you ready?
I don't like how bulbous those fists are. Or that thing coming out of its ass. Oof. Yeah, did that a little bit too early. Okay, okay. I feel like this is the boss fight you're kind of meant to lose against. Because he's got... I'm noticing those yellow tick marks on his health bar, so I'm assuming you gotta take that much health from him multiple times. Also assuming there's some attacks I can't, counter. Oh wait, is the tick marks his stamina? Okay. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Hmm. Oh, it's a synergy attack.
a strong one.
Subverting expectations by
fought
having you
well.
fight the ugly
Even
bastard.
better than during training.
You were all together. But then...
The damage to your body frame is serious.
This game got so much hate for their art directions. I've noticed people lightening up on it though. Like I've seen a lot of publications just talking about the game straightforward and not like, oh, shame on you game for having sexy women in
I
it.
hear something.
So I think maybe they must have got the memo that, you know what, the game is actually pretty decent. So maybe like you'll meet it on its grounds. They're just having a rough
Are you
day.
alright?
I do, like, I gotta admit that, like, come on, the little sailor uniform she's wearing. Like, the other one's at least dressed in, like, a sci-fi catsuit, but our main character has literally, like, a sailor seifuku on. Also, thank you, Leo Delio, over the 6 months, man. Dart the goat. Why they have British accents when they're Korean? Because they're not speaking Korean. And usually I've noticed whenever they, like, localize Asian voices, they use English. Hope the game is good. If it had been bad, maybe it would. Oh yeah, it also, like I said, it also depends on... Having sexy character models is one thing, it's how the camera looks at them as well.
No!
Oof. Like if the camera just, you know, was pointed at her ass all the time. Oof. Maybe it would have saved her life like this lady.
Eve! Get out of here.
That's a lot more gore than I was expecting. Chad, did you know beautiful people have blood and bones inside them? This game is, you know, proving it to you. No way, no, I didn't know that either. I was like, wait, they bleed? Yeah, there's a dick. Then you get male nudity too, Chad, and it's even more gratuitous. And technically just as artificial because these are androids and that was a statue.
Still, make sure to stay cautious. It's where the Alpha Natiba is.
Thought they would have white blood like the Metal Gear, different sci-fi universe, so they got different technology. Dead family member, I think that was like our captain or something, wasn't it? I didn't hear her say like, yo, sister. Wait, what's the Korean word for like, I know they have like their own, it's like, yo, oba-chan or something, oh, I don't know, something like that. Like Japan, they have a lot of terms for like brother and sister.
Now, get ready. I'll be supporting with the drone.
This game is aggressively sci-fi. Were those like horse hooves?
So
That's gonna be
this
hard to wear.
must be 8 or 7.
Yes. This was the final battlefield of civilization.
Is that a
It was
real
also
thing for you
known as a
ladies?
truly
Horse hoof,
colossal
high heels?
city.
Something is falling from the sky. A strange
That's called rain.
sensation. This must be Earth's rain.
We can admire the scenery later. We have a job to do.
Well, you even get a little robot friend like in your Nier Automata.
The terrain data's changed.
So did we already lose? Well, I think that was like happening in the past. I'm looking at this robot dude. It's an interesting design. Like I can't tell which. Looks like he has a head or a face on both sides. So thank you for the 100 bits, Polycarp. Just no heels? Why the fuck? Wait, does she not have heels? How does that work? Well, whoa, those are some tiny feet. I'm sorry, but those are like the tiniest video game feet I think I've ever seen. How does that work? Sorry, Chad, I'm not looking at the ass. I'm trying to get a better shot of the feet. Some people, this makes me more of a pervert. That cannot be comfortable though. Like the heel is completely unsupported. High heel? These are not high heels. These are like horse hooves. And it's deliberately meant to make it look like horse hooves. You know what? She's a robot. She's designed that way. It's not uncomfortable for her. Wait, you fast travel by payphone? Funny horse feet girls. She's a robot. I think yeah, android would be the proper name.
Falling debris. Be careful.
I was hoping my little robot guy can shoot, but maybe he can after a little bit. Fast travel by phone? What would be telephoning? I mean, apparently you can like just jump through the phone and it takes you somewhere.
Something is coming.
It's a crustacean. They're common around here. Alright. Area is clear.
Almost looks like binded feet. That's what I was gonna say. I'm hoping that's not the case, but like I said, she's like artificial humans. So they can make her feet as tiny as possible. But yeah, that's kind of what like a bound foot might even look like in terms of like size. Just wonder how she doesn't give herself a haircut. I mentioned that earlier. Like realistically, she would be cutting her hair off all the time.
This is the Legion that was killed in the final war.
Is that a captcha? Do I gotta prove I'm like not a robot? Because this lady is one. You gotta get, I just want to make it like an email account, man.
There's an encrypted code in the memory stick.
It's a security code. A type of entry permit.
There's an option for shorter ponytail? Really? I mean, I don't mind it. Hey, I'm a guy who played Shinobi on the PlayStation 2, and that guy had like a scarf, a red one that was like 2 times taller than he was. I feel like they haven't implemented like the adaptive triggers yet for the PS. Can you just like, show it to me? Yeah, thank you. Having to, because it has to hit these triggers to activate stuff, but it's not using the adaptive, pressure. Turn off hints? I don't mind it for that. It's fine.
It's because of the city's unstable terrain. You'll get used to it soon.
You know what? I think the ponytail is also made to like serve as a little bit of like sensor to make sure her butt isn't in, perfectly visible all the time. That way it's a bit more tasteful. She's a cyborg? Cyborg is someone who is human and has robot stuff added to them. Android is like a machine that looks like a biological human. And then a full-on robot doesn't looks like a robot. So I don't know. I feel like this is Android more than anything else. That's what they were in Nier Automata after all, which this game's like guiding light post. That enemy was stuck behind the wall. I mean, the freaking statue.
There's a Legion camp in a place like this.
Camps are places where you can save your progress and get some rest. You can activate them by obtaining Bitcoins found near camps. Sit down on the chairs at camps and recover HP. Refill the rechargeable tumbler and your stored items will be retrieved if space is available. Use a vending machine at a camp to purchase items. You can learn or train skills through the kiosk. So is this game ass? Well, it is representative of ass. So I have no money. You can learn a new skill. Select dodge with this. Hold X to learn perfect dodge. Dodging at the perfect moment will activate perfect dodge and allow you to avoid danger. Let's try resting. Can you cook food with your buddies? I don't believe so. But the game is cooking alright. Oh, Dart, you got Stellar Blade demo for us? You shouldn't have. Well, you're most welcome. I did, take time on my busy day to download a free demo.
It's nothing.
From here on, you have to stay alert, Eve.
You notice she has her name on her dog collar? Just in case she gets lost, so someone can return her home. I think they actually, didn't they say they got the guy who did the music for Nier Automata, or like lady? I think it was actually to make the music for this game. Oh, maybe I should like focus the camera. I'm gonna need to practice my perfect dodge. And I'm fucking it up. Oh, that was a good sneeze. That had like reverb on it and like had vibration. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 gazoons. Can I pick up these like little shimmery gold boxes? No? Okay, let me like heal again before I move out. Wait, there's music here. Would sneeze again. I probably put like moisture all over my monitor though. Feels like regular dodge do nothing. You do get iframes, so. Have I opened a chest yet? No. Whoops. Oh, it's Mako energy coming out of this car. Oh, my car. It says that I picked up a new accessory, chat. Do you like it? It's gonna be high fashion. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. That could have been a nice bit if it stayed stuck to my ass cheeks. Actually, that's how that happened lore-wise. She can literally, this girl can carry a car hood in between those cheeks. What happens when you do your squats?
It's one of the Legion's old supply boxes.
Do you think there's anything useful?
Well, it's Legion, so compatibility shouldn't be an issue. Make sure to take everything.
What button do I press to take things? Because I've been... Oh, that was my heal. Shit. R2. Use a currently selected potion. Hold to select desired potion. Alt F4. You think you're gonna get me with that? Pretty cool, but I wish they'd give her a sweater or something. There are like a ton of outfits in this game that you can put her in. So I think some of them are like more regular clothes. So you will be able to play this game with your grandmother if she so desires.
Careful.
Whoops.
You see the rapids below. If you fall,
Yep, I fell
it's
into
over.
them. I thought this, for some reason, I thought there would be like contextual sensitive jumping there. It wouldn't let me jump, fall off. Use the skin suit. Can I switch skins already? Or is that something you do later? My exo spine. Fish. What? I guess it has a fishing game. Hey, Nier Automata did. Yeah, I don't have any other skins to wear right now. There are 3 later in the demo. Neat. Enemies that maintain their stance with balance. Balance is displayed below the HP. That's what I thought that was. You can knock enemies off balance by forming a perfect parry. Enemies that are completely off balance become groggy. Use retribution to deal massive damage. Shit. Music makes me want to commit suicide. What? Okay, that's a mood you're in. But like I said, I think it's the same person who did the music for Nier Automata, so not too surprising, honestly. Oh, it's a starfish fellow. Okay, I'll be experiencing my first true death soon, based on my health. Actually, no, maybe I got other potions I can... Lingering potion. Gear is equipment that can improve Eve's combat abilities. Equip gear from the gear sockets. Access gear sockets in the equipment tab by pressing the option buttons. Interesting, okay. Like Omni Bolts to unlock more. I just want to heal myself right now, alright? Okay, that was not a heal. At least not much of one. Oh, it's a Regan. Alright, equipment. Combo attack enhancer. What's a Stellar Blade and why is this anime girl so shiny? I'm assuming... You know what? I don't know if Stellar Blade is just what they decided on as a marketing term or it's something in the game. Because it is a dumb name for this game. It doesn't really tell you much about it. So it really needed a better name than Stellar Blade. How long till someone does a no-hit run this game? Day 1, probably. How does that enhance anything? Look, it had a number go up, alright? That's an enhancement.
You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball.
Says you, Jack. Says you. Look at my girlfriend in this video game. She has long ponytail hair. Fuck was that? Oh, it's... Good. Has her name on it, so it can be returned if lost. That's what I mentioned earlier about her name. Collar. Shit, Gabe, stop making me feel like a pervert when I try to look at a detail. Like, I wanted to look at the collar, but like, nope. Oh, you gotta be careful with that camera, game chat. You gotta be careful with that camera. One errant, like, zoom in, and you, like, all of a sudden, people think differently about you. Have the drone scan the surrounding area. Scanning locates places you can hang. Well, you mean they didn't bother with, like, yellow paint? Places I can hang? Over there, I guess. Worth buying or worth waiting? So far, this is pretty solid.
Are other cities in a similar state?
By comparison, this city is looking pretty good. After the colony extinction, most places were nothing but dust.
No paint in this universe. No one's been around to paint it for a while. It's all destroyed. That's why you need a scanning device. I don't see any, like, hanging places nearby, so I guess we keep going. Camera is built for upskirts. See, that's when you feel like a dirty pervert if you're playing a game with that. Like, ugh. I'm gonna need a shower after that one.
Let's open the car. Surprise. At least the fusion cell's intact.
Yeah, suck up the gasoline. I'm a robot after all. Wait, a car looks like this has a fusion cell in it instead of just like diesel or like you'll unleaded. It's the Fallout universe, chat.
It's a high-energy compression battery. Thanks to that, Earth's night isn't dark yet.
Oh, it's the previous generation of the Infinity Cell.
Be sure to keep that. It's very valuable.
Aggressively sci-fi, chat. Recall that term. You need to use it more. Okay. Okay, this is annoying. I'm trying to open this. Okay, it's locked. Hey, Corny Rooster from Cornflakes. I think he has a name. You could have at least looked it up. Oh, you are a Souls-like after all. Something just broke? What do you mean? Was that your guard? I didn't break its guard, but I maybe broke mine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These things are a little tough. Or not that one, I guess. Please stop taking damage for contact. Well, you know, I like your excuse. That works way better for me. I'm going to use that one in the future. Oh yeah, that was just for content, chat. I, you know, totally didn't mean for that to happen. Memory sticks. I guess maybe he had the thing, but it doesn't work anymore. Funny how Sekiro came out, blew everyone's mind, and instead of milking it, FromSoft was nice enough to let everyone else milk it instead. Is this like the... I don't know if I consider this like a Sekiro type game, though. I mean, that other Korean game, Liza P, was definitely like Sekiro and Bloodborne. Yeah, this one does... this one does not feel like Sekiro to me. Oh, this isn't Chris's hot blood. Sexy, sexy blood. Yeah, I just wanted to circle. God damn it, leave. Oof. 100 bits. What's this sussy soundboard? Just got in. How bad is this game? This game is actually pretty good. What, do you have like a negative perception of this game? How the hell is it still red? What are we talking about in chat? This game is good. Is no game of that style as good as Sekiro? Well, I agree, but hey, anything is it's a nice game. It's still a nice game. Back to the drum to blow it up. Well, I didn't get a chance. I got stun locked into death. So do you retrieve your souls after you die? I don't see anything on the screen about that. That didn't seem to work very well. Yeah, the attacking barrels plan doesn't seem to work very well, and you have to use the melee attack on them. Why does it sound like we're in a nightclub in the Balkans? It's probably where you'd find someone who kind of looks like this, maybe. I don't know, it's just like it's good music, doesn't matter where it sounds like it came from. Oof. Ooh. Okay, you really got time though, the block pretty well. Okay, he's got to follow up. Okay, I'm gonna like learn off this dude. I'm doing a poor job at it.
We're in the clear. Where do we go now?
Do you ever think her type accidentally stabbed
There are
themselves in
traces
the
of
head when they
markers
put their
left
sword
behind
away?
by the Legion.
Is it weird to hear your voice outside of the sitting? You're not the first person to say that to me. I mean, when you get used to like one form of content and then you check out someone's live content, you always kind of have that like, whoa, what the hell? He's not just a robot like I thought he was. Which is what some people think I am, like an AI or some shit. Like, wow, he actually sounds like this. Didn't think it was possible. Which way does the game want me to go? That way? Okay, let's check this way first. Seth sounds so weird when he's streaming outside of his content. Well, that's because when people like me and him are recording lines, we're using only the best takes we have of it, rather than just like speaking normally. So anytime you have like heavily produced content, it's always going to sound less, well, normal. It's always going to sound, well, more produced than just someone having a live stream and talking off the cuff. Is that a materia? Nano element. You cannot escape the yellow paint, but there's none in the game. You get like a scanning device. Difference between you and Seth is you constantly talk in that voice. Oh, he has a different voice he talks in. I've actually never watched any of Seth's live streams. This is like, yeah, I'm not putting on a voice when I do the YouTube stuff. It's just how I sound. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on who you ask. I knew you were trying to fool me.
May your memories live on forever.
What's this character's name again, by the way? I kind of forgot it. Did I even mention it yet? What is that? Her data core thing. Any character customization? Yeah, you get like new outfits. You can also, I think you can change your hairstyle. Her name is Eve. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Gotta put those biblical references in there. Otherwise, it's not serious fiction. No Bible, no serious fiction. To me, Dartigan, you always sounded slightly annoyed. I mean, I'm not... hopefully, when you actually watch my stuff, or like my live streams, you realize, hey, he's actually pretty easygoing. You can already tell you'll buy this. This is so far pretty solid. Ah, Eve, I see you've landed on Earth. This will be an excellent time to develop some new materia. Your attire is somewhat stimulating. It affects me in some way I can't clarify. What is this mysterious feeling? Chadley will ruin all games in the future, Chad. It's been decided. He is like the video game ruiner. So this lady's Eve. I guarantee you there's probably like an Adam character and a Lilith character as well. Just so we can get the full Old Testament in there. Your reflexes are shit these days, but if I can get it on Steam, I shall. This is a PS5 exclusive, but I'm assuming since it's not so, but it'll eventually come to like PC. I still, chat, the weirdest part of her character design is still those horse hoofs to me. It's just like it's so bizarre. You know what? I think that's the secret of the ass. She's actually, because she's got the hooves on, it just lifts her up so much. Lady's like dying of muscle pain because of the horse hooves, just so her ass can look good. Poor lady. Hope there's like a scientific combat reason for that. Oof. Oof. CD Projekt Red says MTX don't belong in single-player microtransactions. I mean, for the most part, I agree. They're usually pretty bad. I'd rather be able to unlock it without having to like do a bunch of grinding. Might sound like your divorced uncle on the edge of ending his life, but when you get to know him better, he's just a goofy doobus. I'm a goofy doobus? Shit. I don't know. What does an uncle sound like? I've never heard that one before. I have identified a weakness of this game, chat. Platforming. Weakness identified. Purging. 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 Road closed. Well, that was a fancy way of getting up. Okay, no, do the twirl again. Yeah, you ever just like, I gotta look good at all times. Let me like twirl my way to hopping up on a ledge. And that too. Where am I going actually? Doesn't seem to lead anywhere. I think this is just like something to hang off of to get a look at her character model. Because I don't see anywhere to go over there. Remaining stylish is important. You gotta keep that rep. Decades have passed since the appearance of Natibos. Natives? I'm not sure. And the evacuation of humankind to the colony. They say the airborne squad is descending to rescue the remaining humankind, but there's no sign. We can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. You do 100 pull-ups, you can upgrade to the next level. I can currently do 50 pull-ups. Is a full game going to be open world? I don't think it's a technical open world game. I think that's that.
The memory stick still has the security code registered. It also has record of a message log.
Scan complete.
Yep, there is yellow paint after all.
You have to cross here.
Resident Evil 9 is supposed to be open world. I think there's like been no official like rumors on Resident Evil 9 yet. Yeesh. Just jump into the water.
I can't reach the ladder. The water level is too low.
Try using...
Can you give me my hint? You were saying something there. Try using what? You got a little cut off there, buddy. Oh, shit. Wait, can I push these around? Alright, I like this puzzle. This is kind of like neat. Her hand's a little janky, but it works. Game feels like Bayonetta a little. It has a little bit of Bayonetta and a little bit of like Nier Automata in it. And this moment is honestly a little bit of like The Last of Us. She a robot? We're assuming right now she's an android. I mean, you can't get an ass like this unless it's created through science. I don't care what your workout regimen is, you ain't getting this. This was like the work of some like Nobel laureate who like won the Nobel Prize for like creating the perfect like golden ratio ass. Highly concentrated potion, lingering potion, shock grenade. I got $500 on me. Oh, that was expensive. Way more expensive than I anticipated. Someone who goes to the gym regularly. Some women there have even bigger ones. Like, yeah, but probably through like your Brazilian butt lifts. Those are pretty in these days. That's why I said usually gotta go get some science work done. Let's see, what do we want? Executes an enemy from behind. Increases the charging distance and attack, or charge of the enemy and deals additional combo attacks. Yeah, when Dr. Wily was making all the Mega Man, this was what he wanted to make. Like, fight Mega Man for everlasting peace. Oh, fine, alright. Piece of that ass. I gotta stop. I'm gonna make myself look bad. Never seen a BBL that hasn't looked terrible. Yeah, they're generally not that great. Even like the best ones still kind of look really off. And also, haven't people died getting those? Also, pose for the gram. Thankfully, I don't really have an Instagram. But thank you for the bits, though. Came to see some ass. Well, and your opinion on it?
Wow, what a mansion!
But we're outdoors, buddy. Really? That's how you go down a ladder? Just why? I gotta look sexy while I do this. How do you climb it? Oh, wow. It's for the angle? I've never seen anyone go down a ladder like this. But you know what? Unless they were like only had one end. But you know what? They probably expect you to be playing this game with one hand.
We have to go through this building. Try putting the fusion cell you have here.
Oh, let's open our shortcut real quick. And there was a chest over here I can grab, right? Can't wait to see you send this shit out of this game. This one should make for a good video. This comes out like the end of next month, so I need my oh yeah, I forgot you're there. I need to finish up the FF7 video before then, so I can get to work on it. I suck at the blocking in this game, don't I? Yeah, basically my schedule right now, get the FF7 video out, launch the Patreon, and then make a Stellar Blade video. Well, if I get the FF7 video early enough, I could probably make either an Alan Wake 2 or Alone in the Dark video before I get a Stellar Blade. How have the bosses been? I've only really fought one boss in the game so far. And it was like the starter boss, so it's not a way of getting a good feel for it. Okay, that was not a code that could open that. Dodge more, but blocking is more impressive. It's more rewarding. You get better like results out of it. Did you enjoy Alone in the Dark at all? I'm liking it. Well, it's definitely like a flawed game though. I will say that much. But I was getting into it last night, and I'll be playing more of it. Just tonight we're playing this. It's definitely no Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh, that's for sure. Or a Resident Evil 4 remake. It's got a little bit of that your good old Euro jank. You're a reasonable lad, so I want you to be honest with me. Is her butt really that distracting? Honestly, it has not been. It's fun to make jokes for, but see, look, when you're standing still, it's actually still kind of covered by her hair and those, like, weird, like, dangly things she has going on. However, they did put a lot of care into it, and they do want you to look at it from time to time. But other than that, the camera isn't really, like I said earlier, sexy characters are one thing. It's how the camera treats those sexy characters that really matters. You can have like a camera that makes you feel like a pervert, where it's just like slowly like here's her ass in slow motion, versus just like she has a nice ass that is sometimes in frame. So I'll give the game that the camera hasn't been a pervert yet. It's been like, yeah, she's sexy looking, but you know what? She's also kicking ass, so that's my current take on it. Whoops. Also, the game is violent as shit. So you're gonna get this sexy lady killed a lot. Okay, you gotta get used to every attack always having like a follow-up, even when you like block the first one. Holy shit, this thing is tough. Or I just suck. It's possibly both. Harry, I'm trying. I'm just not. My timing is bad. Yep. Timing was really off there. I couldn't get it down. Probably the first Souls-like I've seen that has lyrical combat music. Outside of the boss fights where they go, oh, 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 oh. Or you know you're almost at 200 people watching. What do you think is the reason? I wonder. Wonder what could be the reason for drawing attention tonight. But no, just like the YouTube streams plus like the Twitch streams combined have been doing really well. It's my commentary they're here for, right? Don't worry, Dartigan, the skin suit makes things... I've heard the skin suit actually like makes it so you take more damage or something. Okay, I just fought one of you bastards and I'm gonna die if I try to find another one right now. Shit. Wait, we can play the... Oh!
Oh. Looks like this used to be a library.
Are these boxes displayed on the wall storage devices?
Sort of. They can only store up to 1 megabyte of data.
What a waste of resources.
Music, who needs it? Dartigoonies? No, it's the Yacht Gang tonight. I stream on YouTube. Yep, I'm streaming on simultaneously to YouTube and Twitch. Been a new thing I've started with ever since FF7. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna risk it. There's probably a good item down here. Maybe I won't screw up this fight. Eve is protected by a shield. Eve has damage reduction while the shield is active. And the damage reduction effect increases as the shield's protection level increases. The protection level decreases after each time the shield takes a certain amount of damage. Some enemies are also protected by a shield. Enemies have damage reduction while the shield is active. Destroy the shield to stun the enemy and disrupt their skill use. Oh, he's got 3 hits. Yacht of the Year. It definitely is probably going to be giving that reward at the Game Awards, but I think Jeff Keighley might be a bit too embarrassed to have that category of Yacht of the Year.
Adam, what is this?
Don't
I
you
have
know
to say
this
that the
already?
most tragic thing from Final Fantasy Rebirth was that it wasn't Zack nor Cloud,
How
but
do you
Sephiroth
synchronize
who got to
location?
blow Aerith's back out. Well, technically, he didn't even do that. Neither she's neither blown out nor it's blown out and not blown out at the same time. Schrodinger's back blown out is how you could describe it. Plastic Hearts Volume 3. My love, wait, 123, 123. Try to do a little better. Said you dance to For Whom Does the Rose Smile with me. I know I did. But can we go a little slower? With beauty, with grace, just as we were born, my little treasure, I am a hacking device. Cyberspace is my realm. I don't know how to dance like this. Right, right, you're dangerous and cute and weak. There, I won. Quickly now, quickly. Should I lick the plug? Ah, dear Mother Sphere, please forgive your sin. What the hell am I reading? I didn't realize I was reading like robot porn. Hey, I just read it. It's hard to figure out until you get to the very end, alright? Don't bonk me. Generated robo-smut. Hey, androids get horny too, especially when they look like this.
The crack is quite deep. It's going to be difficult to pass.
Don't you make that joke, chat. Don't you make it
We'll have to go across, past the parking tower.
too easy. Ignore the easy, obvious joke. They tried to like bait you into it, alright? We got ourselves an enemy, do we? You're better than that? Good. I'm trusting all of you with this immense responsibility. Oof. Oof. You're not supposed to kill hot people, alright? Alright. Wasn't that far away. However, I don't think did I bother checking down this way? Like, I think I turned back when I saw like a... Are you channeling my neck, my back vibes, Dart? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, game, that I need that camera. Need that camera. Oh. Cheap moves, alright? Very cheap. Shit. I'm too aggressive and I'm like stuck in attack animation instead of blocking. Oh well. B O A K O R. Oh, that was alive. The network has been destroyed. I'm completely disconnected from the colony's data link. We have nowhere to fall back to. Is this the Natabus doing? Is the colony safe? What happened to Mother Sphere? I lost track of time. Since even that won't automatically correct itself, for the sake of my own sanity, I must keep track of the calendar by force editing my memory stick. Have you never heard the song My Neck, My Back, My Pussy, and My Crack? I must have missed that one. Definitely, I think sorry, I must have missed that one at a point. I know it's probably at the top of the billboards. Maybe, I guess I just wasn't into that genre. You know what? Is that the normal kind of music you listen to by chance? An old song and it's like a meme at this point. Look, the only like really pervy like meme song I usually know about is like Baby Got Back. Like the original, like, well, not technically the original pervy song. There are pervy songs like the 1950s and shit. Alright, let's get revenge on this thing. Okay, I can't tell when it's actually gonna go in for the grab there. Kind of similar to Baby Got Back. Speaking of music, music news, did anyone like, you know, was anyone surprised to learn that P. Diddy is an absolute monster? Well, not me. For some reason, I got that vibe all the way back in like the early 2000s. I was like, this guy seems a bit off, but, and you've heard, people have been hearing things for years, but only now does he like flee the country because he's like absolute monster tier. Not at all. We all know, yeah. It's like been like an open secret for a while, but only, well, him and well, what is it? Cuba didn't Cuba Gooding Jr. also get caught up in it? But it's like, holy crap! How do you actually be that horrible of a human being? What did he do? A little bit of everything. From potentially being linked to like murders and shit, to you know, fraud, to like sex trafficking, to like just all sorts of like horrible stuff. It's a topic I never expected to come from you. It's like big news right now, though. Yeah, are there some people saying he was the one who put the hit out on like Tupac? I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently, like some people, like someone came bored. I don't know. Don't worry, people will come out and say that the woke got him. Woke? I don't know. I mean, didn't know they were such a powerful force. What do you know about P. Diddy? That I've never really liked any of his music. That's for sure. But yeah, apparently he's like super gay and likes young men, young white boys. It's like all basically like most of the stuff he's been accused of is like all the stuff you usually hear like yeah, that can't be true. That sounds made up. But it's like, nah, they got receipts. Stop Dart, stop Tupac. Yeah, supposedly he might have been the one that put the hit out on what you know, Tupac. Was it Tupac? Wait, am I thinking of the wrong guy? Number of body cores required for max HP increase. You're right, yeah. I remember there's like news, like some like the person who like came out and like it might not be true though. That one is like less well documented, I think. The woke made me do it. Chat, the woke made me do so much. Can't take Dartigan, white bread, southern self talking about Tupac. I'll have you know, like whenever there's like, you know, big ass jack trucks driving past me, whenever I am where I live, it is always rap music playing from it, and it's always like the whitest hick you can think of listening to it. This is like the 2024s, man. People listen to like all sorts of music, just regardless of area they live in. Need to get with the times, my brother. Actually, haven't white people been the biggest audience of rap music for like years and years now? Well, I always thought. One of the reasons they got so much popular because it just stopped just being like for like one particular community. Rap music is popular because it boosts one's ego, makes one feel more confident. Well, yeah, that is what the majority of rap music is. Like, look how rich I am. Look how successful I am. Look how much sex I'm having. Usually one of those three categories. But there is like more broad. There is some like other stuff besides just those three things though. Truly, Dart, you are White Hood, a pasty ninja. Look, with my upbringing and what I went through as a kid, I am like right up there with anyone who lived in a ghetto almost. Like, I lived next to a illegal garbage dump, like, saw all sorts of violence and shit. I earned my street cred. It just wasn't on a street. It was on a back road. Alright, I guess we're going in here. Imminent is Dartigan's spirit animal. True. I don't deny it anymore. I like how you wrote it, bag road.
A supply camp in a place like this.
Supply camp? What's that?
That'd be a really good youth
It's a depot,
spokesperson.
set up by the
Maybe.
airborne squad who came here before.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a
I'll
long
have a
time.
Coke.
How come they set up a camp in a corner like this?
Well, the supply camp also serves as an important base.
Is this parking lot important?
It could also mean that this place is very dangerous.
Then I guess this place could be useful for us.
Supply camps feature more devices than regular camps. You can use the repair console here to enhance weapons, increase the rechargeable tumbler. What's that for? But thank you for the bits. Recharge my Tumblr account and upgrade your exospines and upgrade Eve's combat capabilities. Also, you can upgrade your drone, craft nano suits, and fast travel to other camps. So much. All from a vending machine for Coke, huh? What's my favorite rap song? Tell us. Honestly, I was really big into Eminem for a while. So it probably would be one of his, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Alright, what else do we have? Skill settings. Shocker, I know. Press R2 to change the survival tree. Select Blink. Hold X to learn Blink. Can only be used when an enemy is attempting a fatal attack. Dodges and teleports behind the enemy to attack. Stuns the enemy. Charges burst energy upon landing a successful. So it's like, you know, nothing personal kid move. Looks like you haven't done much with the beta skill tree, overcompensating for something. What? You know what? Games are getting to the point where you need like a degree to understand all the skills to get used with them. Select a skill the kiosk to train it, but you can also try out skills you haven't learned yet. Alright, when enemy glows blue and attempts a fatal attack, use Blink. That's right. Press L and circle when Eve's sword glows to move to the target's rear and counterattack. I screwed it up. Do it again. Shit. God damn it, the timing of this game is a little hard to get. There is like a delay on the block when it goes up. I'm hitting the circle thing. Oh, it's oh, okay, I'm doing it wrong. It's L stick, not L button. There we go. Can you shave with a straight razor? I normally... What, you mean like the big blades like you see from like westerns and stuff? I've never tried... I don't need to shave that much because I don't grow a lot of facial hair. Like all my hair is on the top of my head, buddy. So most of my hair, I thankfully... Yeah, I just use like a regular like disposable. Also, I have a lot of people watching right now, so I want to like take this opportunity to like shield myself and say hit that follow button or subscribe button if you're on YouTube, or you know you can also like the stream. All right, pretty good. I got that Sephiroth hair. Well, it's not that long, but I just have a lot of it up there. Like my hairline is still like a 12-year-old's. So I'm pretty proud of that. Dodge forward. Yeah, I got... For some reason, I was thinking L button. Oh, this looks like a giant grill to me. Not something I, like, repair things with. Pack power enhancement. Tumbler enhancement. Gear socket enhancement. Was that all I could do there? Dartigoons, Dartigan. Yeah, I can't really do much else right now. It's fast travel. What about the garbage disposal here? There's like a sleeping pod. Bad thing. Return from lavender cookie cooking.
Yeah.
How did it go?
About yesterday. Thank you for saving me.
How did the cookies turn out?
It's nothing, really. Though I have used up almost all of the exospine materials that I collected over the years.
Oh,
Also, thank you, Kate, for the raid. How'd your
It's
stream go?
alright.
And what were you
It
playing?
now means we can help each other.
You did it all for the cookie. Come on, the cookie.
track down
I'm
the
sorry that
alpha
I can
together.
actually quote Limp
Very
Bizkit
well.
songs.
I'd have trouble making
Sup,
it out
Dart?
here by
You are
myself
beautiful.
anyway.
Well, thank you. You are hot too,
You can
and
locate the Hall of
also in a
Records.
non-sexual
You'll
way.
have done more than enough.
Also, thank you for the
Listen, don't
5
worry.
gifted memberships from
promise.
Supertramp. If anyone
make
got
sure
a
to
membership
obey
from
you.
him, send him your thanks and give him a pat on the butt, consensually. Beautiful gamers everywhere tonight. And you know what? Been a lot of support on both YouTube and Twitch tonight, so big props to everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying my weird-ass streams. Dartigan is a goddamn sexual tyrant. I recognize that comment, Mr. Guy who's watched Predator 1. I commend you on that good taste. Excellent movie. Let's see. Did they kiss? Did who kiss? Me and my robot friend? Yes, is passionate. So hot right now. You took the long way home and missed the gifty. I've been getting a lot of gift subs on YouTube, so you'll probably get one eventually. I'm not sure how YouTube, divvies them out when someone does. Executes enemy from behind. Let me have that one. Sweet Hot Robo Loving. I'm not sure if that's the game you are playing, because you're answering my question, or you're commenting on the game I'm playing. It could be either or, honestly. Yeah, we don't want to like fast travel right now. I think I'm done here. Unless I can I can use the shop. I got money to spend. But I don't really want to spend it on this stuff. Supertramp reference? I like your streams. Having your voice in the background is very relaxing. Hey, well, thank you very much. That is usually what a stream is good for, is like listening to it in the background. Unless it's a game you really want to see the footage of. But I thank you for checking my stream out though. Could watch my language. The kitties are still awake. Oh man, that's adorable. You're a good dad, aren't you? Good on you for being like a proper parent. You know, I guess we'll try out a shock grenade. Things are expensive though. Press to use the currently selected combat consumable.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
And then I just complimented someone on their parenting, and then that gets played. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give like the YouTube guys something they can do for like sound effects. I've been thinking of giving YouTubers the ability to do like text-to-speech stuff. That way, like Twitch has the sound effects they can play, and YouTubers can play like text-to-speech messages. But thank you for the bits, Logical and Polycarp. Dart is missing out on the fortune doing ASMR. You are not the first person who has mentioned I should do ASMR. I just think I'd cringe too much at trying to do ASMR, alright? Like, usually all ASMR is slightly sexual, isn't it? Like, yeah, how are you doing tonight? It's boyfriend streaming. So you're like, yeah, you worked hard today, didn't you, baby? Let me rub your shoulders. And then I'm just like, oh, bleh, bleh, bleh. I'm gonna be like that gif of the dog that just like projectile vomiting. You gotta do it seriously and not creepily. All ASMR is inherently a little bit creepy, alright? You cannot do ASMR without being, you know, it's a little bit creepy, but it's also hot. I think we're done here. But you also need to have a proper ASMR mic to do ASMR. You have those ones that has like the earbuds for like simulating having two ears on the listening device. Dartigan versus Sephiroth. Who is ASMR would win? I don't know. Sephiroth's ASMR is just like, I'm waiting, Cloud. That's like the only line he's got. It's like, I'm waiting, Cloud, like 30 times.
Look! That's not an ordinary enemy.
Adam,
She's a
get
cool
back.
girl, chat. She does cool slow motion things. I need to stop being so aggressive in my attacks. Fuck. It takes a really long time to get up from an attack when you get knocked down, by the way. Massive damage. Oof, that does massive damage on me. Shit. I do not have a hang of this game yet, obviously. Oh, that is an image right there for someone. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. Could have used blink. That's what I was trying to do, but I forgot you had to watch for like your sword to like glow. Definitely was a Mortis moment. Gaping. Don't use that word. Don't stand in front of the barricade, you're blocking the view. That's the complaint you have? Dart forgot his Liza P parrying skills. Well, this game's got a much slower parry, I feel, as well. Let's try that again. Me, like, lean forward a little bit. This game looks fun, but it looks still pretty hard. This is like a, sort of like a Souls-like, but not quite as of the same level of difficulty.
Adam, get back!
Yeah, I'm sucking real hard right now. Fuck. Gape him. Gape him. There we go. Heal, 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 heal. Oh fuck! I wasn't looking. I thought I'd won. Wait, what? Oh, this is all a demo reel. I see. No Final Fantasy Rebirth? No.
I can see the space center over there. This is the turret's motion sensor. What do we do now?
The drone is different.
Yes, this is no longer the drone you knew.
Ooh, you get guns. Big guns. Laser guns. Sexy guns.
Listen to me.
Something serious seems to have happened.
One more boss after this? Really? It's not over yet? Oh shit, you get Tony Hawk in your sexy game
Oh
too.
my goodness. It's full of plants and little birds.
Yeah, we'll do everything I can in the demo, so we're not done yet. Slow walk, it's right. Finally, a sexy game for beautiful people like me. That's all I've been thinking for a while now. I don't like how they're showing this boss I just fight and someone else doing it way better than I just did. It's just like rubbing it in. Like, this could have been you. Bunch of upgrades, so check the skill tree. Will do. I still think the name of this game is terrible. that you controlling? Yeah, that was all me. It's also me singing the lyrics. Emasculating. They've been playing it for months, years, literally. So I go to main menu and go back into the game now? Where do I select? No, buy the deluxe edition. This is dope, Dart. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go to that, it'll just bring up the PlayStation Store page. Boss challenge has been unlocked. Select boss challenge in the main menu in order to experience a boss fight with a wider variety of skills. So boss challenge, right? Will you play Alone in the Dark instead? I don't know. We could make this. We're not done with this yet, so let's wait before I decide on anything else. Oh, we looking fashionable now. So what else do we got? Okay, this is like our Night on the Town suit, but you'll look for like a really upscale nightclub. That's what we were wearing. That's what that lady who died was wearing. And then we got, you know what, the practical outfit. Put her in that. And you know what, we can now make her into Bayonetta. So I think we can put earrings on it. Cybernetic. Okay, that's already on. Melee protection gear. Worried about gear socket, fixed damage gear, protection gear, speed increase, beta. Okay, okay. And beta charge gear, and then exospine. Increases attack, power of combo attacks, reflex type exospine. Shield regenerates faster. Makes it easier to use perfect dodge. We'll go for that one. And perfect parry. You like that outfit? What, this one? Weird looking belly button. This lady is artificial, alright? Actually, why would she have a belly button at all if she's like an artificial being? Cognicat, you have a good night, man.
He's hiding.
Is that like a chainsaw dickhead? Okay, I see. You're a tough one. Okay, okay. She's a cyborg. Keep talking to you. That game hasn't told me what she is yet, other than she's not entirely human. You can take her clothes off. You unlock a 5th outfit. Right, real quick. Is it? Jesus, game. Well, you earned the title Gyat. I'll give you that. Is that what is that her actual skin? Or is that still a suit she's wearing? Skin suit. Skin suits are outfits specifically crafted by Mother Sphere. Covers the body of the airborne squad member and deploys on its own or expands and contracts depending on the situation. Okay. Hard mode. Sexiest version gives you hard mode. That's what I heard as well. Sorry to sound like a prude, but ew. Sometimes, chat, you can have too much sexy. Like this outfit is like way more sexy to me than like that was. Oh yeah, I forgot to like go into my skill menu. Oh, I don't have... Okay, whatever. Hey, you are a hyper-aggressive boss, aren't you? I'm not entirely sure what the colors mean, yes, when it has like a color flash on screen. Purple, dodge backwards while pulling left stick. So if it's a purple move, you gotta dodge backwards. L2, I have a gun I can use? Okay. I do. I'm not sure. What about when it's yellow like that? Where do you dodge then? This guy reminds me of the centipede boss from like Sekiro. Does anyone remember that guy? He had like the big Wolverine claws that he just like spam attacks you. You know what? Watching this stream with my girlfriend was not a good idea. Look, this is actually a perfectly reasonable outfit she's wearing right now. I fixed her, alright? She even has like horse hoof shoes on. She's got actual heels on. Do like your left testicle or right testicle more? That is the first time in my life anyone has ever asked me that question, and I don't have an answer for you because I've never like picked favorites. I like having both for redundancy matters, alright? Just like I like having 2 kidneys. God, he does a lot of damage. Okay. You can block yellow attacks, Dart, if no one told you? I mean, yeah, but I thought I could, like, dodge them, too. How have I been? I've been pretty good, actually. No problem to report, actually. Whoa. Report. Hot. shit, he's got more. Alright, pretty good. Let's see, I was like kind of like really paying attention there, so I didn't read chat. But yeah, I'm pretty good. I got no real complaints in life at the current moment. Things have been going well. I think Platinum should oversee all action combat games. Platinum has kind of fallen off. I used to, like, the last couple of games Platinum have been released. The last good one they had was Astral Chain. Then they made, like, what was it, the Babylon's Fall game that was, like, absolutely, like, one of the worst games of that year. And I think they lost a lot of their key talent. I don't have high hopes for Platinum going forward. Bayonetta 3 wasn't all that great either. Let's give these a few more tries, alright? I didn't do so bad there. So you can't block that. I just tried it. You gotta dodge that one. There we go. Dodge it. Knew I could. I like that they have nothing but butt rock playing for the boss fights. They would, it's unlike Dark Souls where it's like all this like, you know, Gregorian chanting. There's like, you know, we just want a guitar solo. Ooh, fucked up hard there. Oof. Really, one mistake with this dude kills you. I watched your Everything Wrong with Metal Gear Rising with my best mate recently, and the part where you fell off your chair nearly made us cry with laughter. It seemed fitting, given, you know, what was being said in that statement. I could do such a much better job with that video now, though. I think there's definitely like some like part side with that video that could have been better. But I'm glad it made you laugh, man. Thank you for telling me that. Rules of nature. I know Konami sucks, but if they are going to make new Metal Gear games now, why wouldn't they want to like greenlight a Metal Gear Rising 2? That's probably like, for a lot of people, like newer gamers, that's the only Metal Gear game they probably even know. To them, that is Metal Gear. I think I'm supposed to shoot that yellow thing on its back, isn't it? I just now realize that. Yep. Why don't you use it more often? You didn't get to use it in the demo before now. This is only during this fight that I use the gun. The mechanic they didn't teach you earlier. Also have limited ammo. Does anyone know the lyrics of this song? Oh, shit, 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 too much shit, too much shit. I just screwed myself hard. Fuck me. Okay, well, you know what? Good one. He's attuning to the combat speed? Well, yeah. But, hey. So far, pretty good game. Making me want to play a Souls game? I mean, I've played most of them at this point, except for Dark Souls 2. Eve reminds you of a honey badger. She don't care what it is. She's square enough.
Is it hiding?
I wasn't expecting the honey badger meme to make a comeback. You have more healing potions beyond before. Oh, well, I didn't actually know that. Oh god, you have like inventory you can switch to? Whoa, 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 whoa. Also, thank you for the sub, Solomon Sigget. 42 months, man. Epic. That quick time event was for you. Fuck. Oh. But his combo ended like 10 frames ago. Is this like Dark Souls plus anime? Yeah, it's undeniably is a little bit like that. You have to use your item bombs. Yeah, I'm used to like being mainly like from my time playing Souls-like, I almost never use items except for healing stuff, so it's something I gotta train myself into doing. But there was me trying to use one right there. Wish there was like an animation cancel move. I think Liza P, but in the future. Liza P was pretty good. Hard to mess up what's already good, just give it a new coat of paint. That is what, the Souls-like game is. That's pretty much what all of them are doing. You lack the patience for stealth games? You know, we have not had like a good stealth game in a while at this point. What was the last good stealth game? I can't even think of one for a long time. Well, I just rammed my head into that. Metal Gear Solid 5, that would be a good one, but since then... My fingers are starting to hurt, chat. That's a good sign, right? Do you count Mimimi games? I'm not familiar with them, actually. Okay, that... you gotta dodge. They made Shadow Tactics. Okay, I have played that game. That's a very good game, by the way. But that came out a while ago. I was thinking like something more recent. Ooh. Sekiro actually might count as a stealth game due to like some elements of it. Let me use one of these. Shit, fuck that up. Fuck me. He definitely gets way more aggressive in the second half of the fight. Rate my gaming, chat. How am I doing? Only that game had a good story. What? Which game are we talking about? Used to get caught right at the end of the stealth parts, and it would drive me so batty. You're doing 4 out of 5 cheeks. You know what? I'll accept that. That's a pretty good rating. Use my items. The thing is, I don't know what all of them do because the original demo didn't really teach me what they do. I'm assuming like they have splash damage or something. There, I used one. I think it stunned him or something, right? What else do we got? We got Sonic Grenade, Smart Mine, and Pulse Grenade. Oh, this person was. Oh no! Oh, oh, that's like insta death. Oof, Chad, I don't like that one. You want to remember Siphon Filter? I played Siphon Filter 1 and 2. Siphon Filter 2 is awesome. That was a great game. I spent a lot of time playing through that game as a kid. Me and my brother would make fun of like the opening of that game because you have that psychopathic helicopter guy, like blow it. Destroy the bridge. It's a dumb meme, but we kept going for it for some reason. I got gaped to death, the worst way to go. Okay. Okay, nearly dead. Can barely see him do the angle. No more yo gape chainsaw move. Use whip fist. The old meme has come back tonight, has it? Biotic filter. There's a biotic filter recover effects within a set range. Let me use that. Oh shit. So gory, yeah, this is surprisingly gory for a game. I guess Korea doesn't have the same like gore laws like Japan does. Is the reason for that. Japan has a lot of laws about censorship when it comes to like bodily gore. Oh, that heal didn't go out quick enough. Oof. proven to be a tough boss, you know. You can shoot a laser at the boss. Try it out. You can shoot a laser at it. So... I'm not sure how. I can only seem to shoot bullets. Hold the gun button up. I'm not sure what that means. Hold the gun button up. I screw up that combo every time now. Let me try out this gun move again. Death Stranding is Kojima's best game if you ask me. Honestly, I still think probably Metal Gear Solid 3 isn't. He's never gonna top that one. So you like if you hold the gun button, it just shoots. Hold up on the D-pad. It just gives me like my health options. Down. Oh, okay. Blaster cell. Energy cell that can be fired from the... Okay, we'll try that out. It's gonna be like the Godfather Part 2, Death Stranding 2. We'll see. We'll see, Kojima.
Is it hiding?
Yeah, this is not a good run. Oh, fuck. That's a long charge up for that thing. Oh shit. Well, I'm out of ammo for that. Ow. Switch to the other ammo real quick so I can still shoot at it. Oof. Oh. I'm just getting my body now. Getting bodied, Chen. I'm kind of just fucking around too. Please dodge better. I'm trying. It's like I don't... it's hard to tell the window on some of those moves. Like, keep in mind, this is my first night playing the game, so no one's gonna be perfect at it yet. Did you hear that the upcoming eclipse is going to be shut every piece of technology on the planet? That's not how eclipse works. I'm not sure who you heard that from, but it was bullshit. Yeah, eclipses don't shut off technology. It's just a shadow. Get good scrub, well, that is the entire point. Why do I screw that up now every time? Because I suck, that's why. You know the next eclipse will leave the Fire Nation vulnerable? Truly, now that's the real story. Oh, not time for that. Yeah, right in his dick. Okay, I'm not quick enough. Ooh, God, the fingers hurt. I feel like when the game comes out, we will get at least one stream that's like the last Sekiro stream. I don't know, man, the Ishin, what I think his name was Ishin, that dude was no joke. That was like 4 boss fights in a row, man. And you had to win all of them without stopping. And I was also under-leveled when I fought him. If you beat the boss this try, I will solve global warming. Well, the world is doomed. And it's all your fault. Let me just say that is because they had a writer that knew what he was talking about. Kojima fired him, though. Part of me likes that Kojima just does what he wants, and doesn't matter how weird it gets. Pick the skill tree, maybe some move is helpful. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, just a demo. We're only playing this tonight, then we wait for the game to come out. I found sometimes these fights in a demo are like hard because you're not really spec properly like you normally would be when you get here. Like a little bit under level. And also you don't have all the hours and hours of like playtime to like familiarize yourself with it. Good. Why can I not do the like the thing move anymore? This sword also does like piddling damage to this thing. Does this game have a stamina gauge? Not really. It does have like a parry thing where you like knock parry points off your enemies. But I don't think you yourself have a stamina gauge. Came back still on this? Well, it's a tough fight. There's an equipment piece where it widens the time. I actually have that equipped. Holy crap, that is a lunch. You want to see me play Ghost Runner? I actually have played that. I did it for like one stream. That's the ninja game where you kill everything in one hit, right? Oh, I can knock him. Oh no, I did knock him out. That took a lot of damage. None of that stuff. I don't want to use that up yet. Blaster move? Okay. Ooh, more rocks. I can never block the dive bomb he does. Or like dodge all the way. Fuck me. Yeah, eat it. Doing good here. Let's get the heals going though. Is this Bayonetta? No, but we made her look like it by putting different clothes on her. Shit, dick. I think I got it. Eat shit. I got good in chat. We got gooded together. And we're all sexy, beautiful people now. And now we gape it. Gape good.
Fantastic finish.
And it gave me Diablo style loot. You have defeated the boss. You can challenge the boss again or return to the main menu. My fingers actually hurt after that. Some of you probably take that as an excellent sign. What a wonderful feeling. You know what? When you overcome an adversary that you had to fight for over an hour, yeah, it does sometimes feel pretty good. Overall, chat, you want to know my opinion on game? Would you like to hear my thoughts? Not, even though you've been hearing them for the past 3 hours. Looking forward to this one. I haven't played well, I did just play another Korean Souls like a few months ago with Liza P. I think this one's definitely gonna be better than Liza P. Not that that was bad, but this one has a nice feel to it in terms of combat. Very fast-paced. There's definitely more mechanics in the game though, I think, that we haven't seen yet. My fingers, yeah, my thumbs are like, my thumb pads are a little sore. I was hammering those buttons, man. Yeah, I can see why people are excited for this one, despite obviously the sex appeal is a part of it. That got people through the door. You do have to admit that. But there is a good game here too, I feel. Wonder if it'll have enough of a story to send. Most definitely. There's been plenty of like story trailers to show off. This one has enough to work with. Combat is amazing. Yeah, this is actually probably one of the better Souls-likes I've played, so I'll be getting this when it comes out. Do it give you a boner? I don't think I've ever gotten a boner from a video game. To answer your question, honestly, it takes real people to do that to me. I like pretty things in games too, but I don't play them to like jerk off. Sex appeal and good game, sometimes they can go together. You need both though. You can't just have sexy without the good game behind it. It's like Nier Automata? Actually, yes. But Nier Automata is a very different style of game in terms of like its action. Whew, wow, I need to like take a drink. Got cotton mouth on that one. I was kind of expecting the little robot would like shoot like the ones in Nier Automata do though. Not that it would turn into a gun you carry around. Would you ever play Lords of the Fallen? I heard that one wasn't that great, or at least it was. Liza P was better than it, so I played Liza P. Alone in the Dark now? We couldn't really accomplish much in Alone in the Dark. And like I said, it might confuse people if they're like looking for the live streams of it, like, hey, where's this chapter of Alone in the Dark? I can't find it. And then you have to look in like the Stellar Blade demo stream. Thank you, Dart. Honor and a pleasure. Awesome stuff. Hey, my pleasure having you here, Andrew. Or Alexander, I mean. Sorry, I just called you a wrong name. You ever play or what? We ending stream? Not yet, but I'm done playing games for the night. I feel like my thumbs actually hurt. Because I've been like fighting this boss and like, gritting my teeth, my gamer teeth. But I'll continue talking to you guys for a bit. For those of you who enjoy that. So what were your thoughts on the game, chat? You've got my opinion. Let me hear yours. A lot of excitement for this game. I think there's a lot of excitement for this game for the wrong reason, though. A lot of people are like, merely I mean, there's a good game here, no denying it, but I think a lot of people got excited for this game as they saw it as a little bit of like a protest buy against how they've been perceiving a lot of other games. I mean, I can understand that reasoning, but I don't think that's a good reason to buy any game. Only buy a game if you really want to play and it looks enjoyable. And I'm happy to say, I was worried this game would end up being like very shallow and not be that good, and people would just buy it just to seem to like a middle finger to people they don't like. So I'm happy that there is an actual pretty decent game behind it. You like it, so I'll get it when it's on sale, at least for 50%. You know what? That's sound logic. No one will shame you for that. What should I name your character in this game? You don't get one. I was here for 15 minutes and I'm intrigued. I mean, hey, you didn't see me wearing the other outfits. Maybe you wouldn't have liked those so much, but this is the normal outfit we put on her. Like, the game is known for having the sexy main character. In that case, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Art. Hey, Cycle Gamer, you have a good night, man. What is my favorite Splinter? My favorite Splinter? Oh, favorite Splinter Cell. I didn't read the rest of your comment. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Honestly, that's when the series kind of like peaked and it never like reached that again. Like all the following ones were kind of bad. Kapu Shino with 40 whatever THP is. Love BGM. Definitely play this when it comes out. Yeah. I wish I could have heard the song that was playing during the boss fight a little bit more. But you know what? I'm sure there'll be a soundtrack available eventually, but music seems pretty good, since I believe I remember reading that they got the lady who did the Nier Automata soundtrack to do this one. Launched some bullshit 1 million years ago and we came back to Binus. Good night. Yeah, what's my favorite RPG? Final Fantasy IX. But also Deus Ex. It's really like a toss-up between those two. It really depends on the day you ask me for which one will be my answer. Generally, it's Final Fantasy IX though, but I really do like me some Deus Ex. Have I ever played Origami 2? No, I have not. Did I climb the ladder, Dart? Yes, I climbed the ladder in game. I saw that how she climbs, slides down it in a very, very original manner. I wonder how much time they spent tweaking that animation. Did you see that Suicide Squad locked Joker behind 20 missions, or can you buy him in the store? I'm not surprised. Honestly, I think that game is not even going to get all the promised DLC that they planned for it because no one's playing it, and no publisher is going to spend money supporting a dead live service game. Don't buy that Joker DLC. Let that game fade out of existence now. If that's the DLC you get from it, why would you even like spend more money on it? But yeah, that game is doomed. I don't, unless they like really like decide to double down and try to repair things. Have I played Nier Replicant? I've played both Nier games, yes. I played the Nier Replicant game, the remake of it, when it came out a year or two ago. I haven't made a video on it yet though I did record all the footage. I didn't like that one nearly as much as Nier Automata, I gotta be honest. That one was pretty clunky. And the whole replaying the game 3 or 4 times in a row didn't really make as much sense there as it did in Nier Automata. Are you going to do 20 missions on it? There was not really anything in that DLC for the Suicide Squad for me to send for a DLC episode. It's really just like get a comic book panel cutscene of the Joker, and then I think you get like an actual in-game cutscene after you like rescue him, and that's it. It's like super like basic. Please make the video on what, the Joker DLC? There needs, I'm making DLC vids now, but there needs to be still enough there to work with. Respect to the characters and setting. Bro, ain't the Joker, he's the jester? I've heard people call him the Jonkler, or the like, yeah, usually the Jonkler. Or like, you know, the huckster. Are you going to play Alone in the Dark tomorrow? Yes, that is the plan. Gonna be playing Alone in the Dark tomorrow. Shouldn't take us too many streams to get through that one. The Dingle Dangler. I am interested in that game. Jonkler versus Man. This is a guy who goes to Arkham, yo, / Reddit. I know about the man jokes over there. Nier video? What about Nier? Oh, you mean Nier Replicant? Eventually, when I get a chance. That's gonna be a big video since it's 3 playthroughs. Did you have to go through for that game? So eventually, maybe. Didn't they just wrap up like the Nier Automata mobile game or something like that? You love the Jerker? He's my favorite man villain. What's your favorite Jerker comic? What do you do with it? What about the game that Kojima promised after Death Stranding? He's got 2 different games he's working on after Death Stranding. One is OD, and the other is like some kind of stealth action game that has a weird name I can't remember. But those are years away, alright? Because we're not even getting Death Stranding until next year. And like it's only like basic work it's been on the other 2. Those are like late 2020s kind of games probably. Jerk it, flick it. Okay, are you guys like talking about masturbation or the amusing child's game Bop It? Twist it. Flash it. Rub it. Bonk it. I saw those commercials as a kid. Like, wow, this game looks stupid. I would play Mario. By that time, part 3 of FF7 will be out. I am expecting FF7 part 3 to be like 2027. So are you gonna stream Dragon's Dogma or Rise of Ronin? I've got a lot on my plate. My plan is right now, at the immediate future, finish up Alone in the Dark this week. So if I play either of those games, it'll be next week's streams. Well, like I said, this is like day 2 of like a 5-day streaming week, so I got 3 more days to finish up Alone in the Dark. And then I'll consider what to play next after that. I might also want to like try to do one of those special streams I've talked about before. Though I don't know if I have time while working on the FF7 video. What about the promised tier list stream? I actually have like a whole list of like cartoon theme songs I need to download from YouTube to like put that together. That's the promised like, you know, special stream I talked about. The Killing Jerk. What about Jerker's Big Boner? That famous, you know, comic. 2027 will all be so much older and wiser. Preferably more wiser than older, though. Did you ever see Zone of the Enders? I've played Zone of the Enders, too. I never played the original, though. When is my next Game Sins coming out, and what game will it be? It's going to be on FF7 Rebirth, and my plan is to hopefully have it out by around the 15th. Because it's a big game with a lot of content. I'm currently writing the script for it. It took me a lot longer to play through that game than I anticipated. So it's a little later than I would like, but I'm solidly working through it right now. And then I'll also be launching the Patreon with an additional like bunch of, you know, Sin content with that. So it should be a good middle of the month. I'll settle for being alive and not poor and homeless. You know what? Always a good bonus prize. Good bonus prize to have in life. To be fair, you added an extra day just to avoid taking your dog on a date. You goddamn right I did. It worth every minute too. When the P5 stretch goal is met on Patreon, will your next goal be Assassin's Creed Mirage? No. For the Patreon, I'm gonna have 2 stretch goals. One is like at 1,000 paying members, I'll send Persona 5. And the other one is at like 2,500 paying members, I'll send the Persona 3 remake. It's basically Persona all the way down when it comes to stretch goals. That's the goal, because those are always like the memed game that I don't send. So I was like, you know what? If you guys really want me to, you have to become my employer, basically. Will you try Black Myth Wukong? Yes. I'm still suspicious of that game being good or not. The trailers have made it look good, but I will try it out. There should probably be a demo coming this year, right? I'm a good dude? Well, I try to be. I have morals and principles I stick to, at the very least. Since you are so old, okay, come on. You don't get to keep using that comment every night. I'm gonna start, like, ignoring it. Since you're so old, Grandpa Dartigan. Oh. Did you not see the title of my stream? I use the word yacht. Alright? If I can use the word yacht, I'm not that old. And not use it in like a cringy, like, what's the yacht mean? What's this yacht you kids are talking about? Will you have Batman animated series and Courage the Cowardly Dogs themes downloaded? Yes, I believe Batman would be considered. Like I said, there'll be like cartoon theme songs for stuff that I never even watched. But like any one that's considered like a classic one. You need to send Cho and Nikki. Is that like super homo game? Homo game? Like a shmup shooter where you're like a bald guy? Like legendary, like, hey, this game's fucking weird. What's all that movement back there? What? All that movement back there. Are you alright? I'm not sure. Wait, are you like trying to give me a look over my shoulder right now? You can maybe beat Alone in the Dark in like 10 streams. Okay, that is not going to take me 10 streams to play through a horror game. That's going to be like just a couple streams, honestly. No, that game ain't that long. I'm not playing through it twice either. I'm playing through it once. Also, by the way, if you guys haven't hit that like button on YouTube, please do so. Spectacular Spider-Man theme needs to be on there. Oh, it'll be there. Basically, anything you probably ever watched on a Saturday morning cartoon will be on it. I need to download them, though, and also download images to use for a tier list. What's the game you are really looking forward to right now? Probably this in the immediate future. But I don't really know what comes out the end of the year this year. I haven't really paid attention. Like, what does come out at the end of this year? Do we have anything like solid confirmation? It means the flames? Oh, okay. I don't see any flames. Where's your Patreon? It's not available yet. It'll be launching once I finish the FF7 video. Don't worry, I'll link it. I'll make like an announcement video for it when it's ready. So it'll have a big bold link down there for you to click on. And hey, it's gonna be super cheap too. Only thing I know off the top of my head is Black Myth. Yeah, but that one doesn't technically. Is that gonna release date for this year? I think people only suspect it of being released this year. Alone in the Dark has 5 chapters. I mean, still, horror games usually don't take me more than a few streams to get through. Elden Ring DLC video. Well, I'd have to send like the base Elden Ring before I can do a DLC send on it. And the thing is, it's kind of hard to send like From Software's games because they don't really focus much on like telling a plot in the present. More about here's the lore of this world and how it went to shit. And here's some boss fight introductions. Oh, be sure to read all the item descriptions too. So it kind of makes making a proper send video out of them very difficult. It's coming out in August. Okay. I think Hellblade 2. Yeah, Hellblade 2 comes out in the summer, I believe. But as for like the big games coming out in like October and November, I'm not too sure of them. Black Myth is supposed to come out in August. Stalker 2 comes out in September. This dumb TikTok from a guy. My bad. Oh, so you got me confused with a TikTok you're watching? You know what? I forgive you. Homeworld 3 is supposed to come this year. I've never played a Homeworld game. I know they're supposedly pretty good, but I've never played any of them. Guess we'll get the big late year releases at Summer Game Fest and all that jazz. We should get some announcements fairly soon. What about the Italian Souls-like? I can't remember its name. There's an Italian Souls-like. Oh, mamma mia. Eat the pepperoni and then let it get killed. Where am I going with this? I'm going to stop. What's my favorite season? I prefer spring. I'm a spring kind of guy. What kind of non-video game music do you dig? I like grunge, alternative. Those are pretty good, options. I'll listen to those any day of the week. Honestly, I try not to limit myself when it comes to music. I'll try to listen to a little bit of everything about whatever that strikes me the mood. Like, I don't know. Like, taking like some, actually like, what was the name of that band? Shit. Whatever. I had lost the thought. But yeah, like, hit me up with some like alternative and grunge, I'll listen to it. You need a decent RTS. They don't really make RTSs anymore, do they? Kind of like a dead genre at this point. Except for like every once in a while when you get one kickstarted. Soundgarden, Black Holes Run, won't you come? Been in Alanis Morissette mood recently? Recently got my cousin into Taylor Swift, and we've been listening to her stuff. You know what? I've actually never listened. I couldn't name you a single Taylor Swift song. I've never listened to her music. Have you heard the masterpiece No Cock Like Horse Cock? I'm afraid I haven't heard that song. And I'm afraid to ask. Has Vosh heard of it by any chance? There's an Indiana Jones game coming. Oh yeah, that's right, from Bethesda no less. Todd Howard's presents Indiana Jones. That should be a good one. I wish I would have recorded my playthrough of that PS2 Indiana Jones game I played like a year or two ago. That'd make a good Classics in video, so I might have to replay that at some point. What's my favorite part of FF9? Oof, like the opening of that game is super strong. And also like all the way through like the beginning of the opening to like the Mist Forest, like hooked me entirely. Also probably Limblom though. Limblom is like one of my, I'm not a fan of steampunk, but I do love Limblom. So when you first get to that area, it's really good. Still playing Warhammer Total War 2, huh? Sure that when the Indiana Jones game comes out, you'll do a bit. Oh yes, I'm an Indiana Jones kid. So getting a modern day Indiana Jones game, even if it is from Todd Howard, I'm gonna be playing that shit. And making fun of it. Do I play multiplayer games? Not very often. Every once in a while I play one, like the last multiplayer game I played was Phasmophobia. Which I actually have recorded footage of, and have like a video of that'll probably go up on the Patreon, because I've been sitting on it for like years. I might end up playing Lethal Company fairly soon, because some of my friends wanted to play that with me. So maybe Helldivers at some point as well. Wanted to get into Rebirth, but I popped for a few of your streams and it just seemed ungodly boring to me. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to justify yourself for it. Maybe, I mean, I liked it and I can recommend it. But if it didn't really seem that interesting to you, I guess you're just not into the world or the characters or something. Nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of games that people don't like. Plenty of games I don't like. Titanfall was multiplayer. Yeah, but I didn't really play a lot of Titanfall 1. Coming from a guy who almost created a Titanfall channel, or like started off creating a Titanfall channel, I was really let down by that series. I know Titanfall 2 was really good, but by that point I'd already moved on to GameSense. It's called Inotria, the last song based on Italian folklore. I gotta give them credit, that is a brave name for a video game. That is probably gonna like alienate a lot of people and they're not buying it. Any plans to play Baldur's Gate 3 in the future? Since it's looking like I won't be able to continue the party-based Baldur's Gate 3 streams I had going with Kate and Spooter, I might have to play that on my own, or like play it single player. I just don't have a date for when I would start doing that. Hello guys, this is Dartigan Jones. Someone remembers my character's like my persona's last name. Not many people know that, you know. Come on now, it's RTS games aren't dead. They're very comatose. They're vegetables then, alright? They're like laying in the bed. Every once in a while they blink when they hear like a familiar sound. Loved your Titanfall content, but Game Sense is amazing. You actually went back and watched my old Titanfall stuff? It really was just blog spam until the games came out, or like the first game came out and I made some gameplay videos of it. I was still learning the whole process of being a YouTuber back then, so I wasn't very good. So I was kind of like blessed that that game kind of flopped, or didn't really flop, but like died a quick death. So let me move on. Because I really wasn't feeling it. I wasn't really enjoying making content on it either. So after your cartoon intro and President's Tears, I'm not doing a President's Tears, alright? At least not at this point in time. What other tier list ideas do you have? I really just want to do the cartoon tier list for the time being. You've exceeded my expectations. What is the better movie? Of what? Can you get? Of what? Of what? Are you asking what's the best movie? Or like between two movies? I'm not sure. I mean, I got my list of movies I really like. Hope we get some new info on the new James Bond game. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a couple years off, so I wouldn't be too expectant on that. What's my favorite indie movie? Oh, favorite indie movie. I am one of those people, those very strange people that really like Temple of Doom. Some people, well, I'm sure Temple of Doom is very loved now because there's been like 2 really bad Indiana Jones movies since like, you know, Last Crusade. But the first Indiana Jones movie I ever watched was Temple of Doom. And as like I watched that movie when I was like, I think probably like 4 years old. So it's like one of the first movies I can ever remember watching and to be able to like follow along and understand. So yeah, Temple of Doom is like one of my core memories as like a very, very young child. So that's like, you know, locked in. It's just locked in. Your Pop's favorite. It's a very good movie. For some reason, it got a bad rep for a while. I don't know why. It's a great movie. I don't know how anyone can watch that. I mean, there's some people apparently didn't like the what was her name? The lady in it that basically got hired because she was like Steven Spielberg's girlfriend. And some people didn't like Short Round as well because like he's got Short Round. But hey, Short Round went on to make, you know, a pretty good movie his own now. Cancellation of Deus Ex is killing me. You mean the one from the Embracer Group? So far, anything Embracer Group has produced has been terrible. That game being cancelled is probably a blessing because it probably would not have been a very good Deus Ex game. Little Nightmare 3 is coming out. Oh yeah, I have to play that. Is David Cage still doing the Star Wars game as far as we know? Apparently it's years off though, so we don't have to worry about it too much. You didn't know about the David Cage Star Wars game? Yeah. It got announced like a year or 2 ago. There was like a really weird trailer for it as well. We're getting Jedi in underwear. I'm pretty sure Disney won't let David Cage put his fetish into the game. So you won't get all the awkward, you know, sex scenes or like woman prancing around in her underwear in an upscale like Coruscant apartment, sadly. My friend just had the funniest death in a video game that I've ever witnessed. You know what? I probably have funnier ones. I still remember that time when I was playing Enemy Within 2 and like the ghost that just started running around in circles like a crazy bitch. Green Entertainment, thank you for the $5 super chat. Everyone would be hype as fuck. If you do the presidential tier, no, you would be hype as fuck, alright? Unless you do the communist heroes tier. Look, I'm not going to rate most of the people who were communists very highly, you realize. Most of them were murdering bastards. I'd have to study up on my presidents before I do a tier list, because most of them I don't even, like, know any details about. Because they were kind of forgettable. Star Wars Outlaws. Oh yeah, I forgot the Ubisoft Star Wars game. There's probably a reason I blocked it from my memory. It's Ubisoft. Oh god, apparently that's gonna be a huge game too. God, can we stop making games so big? You're killing me. David Cage is weird. I know, but he's a guilty pleasure of mine. Just because no one else makes weird-ass games like him. I do sort of respect that he doesn't do sequels as well. That's like... very few development studios can resist the call to do sequels. He's like one of the few. What kind of character would you make in Baldur's Gate? I played it and I made a bard, like a gnome bard. He made love to an android even when it tried to dismiss them. Look, David Cage's first game has you like playing a video game and then it taking over the body of someone else in a different world and then sleeping with their wife. The guy has ideas in his head. You can like weird things as long as you don't emulate. True. That is what fiction is for. Plus the election is coming, so it would fit. I'm not sure why you want this presidential tier list so much. You were like fighting for it, aren't you? Like, come on, man, just please, I'm dying for this. Your name is Game, and you called me Big. Thank you, Mr. Dartigan. Wait, what? Your name is Game? Right now I'm reading your name is Warudos. But Big Warudos, there you go. Hopefully that made your night even better. Don't go into politics unless you want to stink that comes with it. That is the general advice. You know what? But still vote. You know, you still should be voting. There's a reason why I don't really do much, bring politics into my content very much, because it just turns your content into a shit-flinging contest. Like, what do you say? What do you say about my politics and me? New Detroit becomes human would be heaven sent. You know, I actually really liked his Detroit game. It's like the safe, horny David Cage game. He wasn't allowed to get as perverted, and he had actually a team of writers, so he didn't write it himself. And it's one of the few games that actually lived up to the whole, like, your choices matter. Finally catching one of your streams. I'm happy to be here. I barely catch the Twitch. Well, I'm basically streaming now simultaneously to both, so hopefully you'll be able to catch more streams in the future. But thank you for checking my stream out, man. Also, what was the poll results up here? Let me check up. 267 votes. Is the yacht too strong? 35% say yes. 65% said also yes, but looking respectfully. Thank you, chat, for proving me right that you're all good eggs. You're looking respectfully. You didn't answer? I think there's still... It's still... The poll hasn't ended, so there's still time to get your votes in. Let your voice matter. When is the next Dark Pictures game? I don't know. I haven't paid any attention. I'm assuming they'll announce a trailer for it when they're ready. Voting doesn't matter. They're already elected. Oh, well, you know what? You should still vote anyways, even if you do believe that. Because you might be wrong. Might be a little wrong. You never know. So keep hope alive. Become Human also had so many endings as well. True, yeah. I mean, yeah. I was on the path to getting a bad one, but I had to restart. Whenever I hear the term "become human," because that game's stupid name, I always think of that game that I never played, but it's called shit. What was it called again? Crap. The name it's one of the Dennis Dynax games. Is there shit? Become. I think it was actually just called Become Human. Just left out the Detroit part of it. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yes, that's the game I was thinking of. Isn't the new Dark Pictures taking place in space? I gotta be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to that game. The last game for them I did was The Quarry. I still haven't done the last Dark Pictures game, which was like the devil within me. I'm sitting on the footage. I haven't had time to do it. Is anyone else looking forward to Plucky Squire? Is that... It's a platformer, right? I mean, I think I might have seen a trailer for it once or twice. Let's see. Beyond Two Souls was also fire. I don't know if I'd call it fire, but I definitely was entertained by it. Definitely was an entertaining time for how weird it was. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to end this poll up here now. This is the final tally. Alright, I'm giving you like 30 seconds to get your vote in if you really want to, for anyone who has it. And we're into this poll. Last official act of the night. What are my hobbies nowadays? Exercise, cooking, are the two like main hobbies, I guess, outside of like writing and content creation. I think those make, do those count as hobbies? I think those count as hobbies. Alright, poll ended. There you go, official results. Thank you for voting on it, everyone. What was the poll for? It was just a dumb joke poll. It's like, is the yacht too strong in this game? Have you heard about Google SEMA? This is one of their AI products. I mainly currently only haven't paid too much attention to Google's AI stuff. It's mainly OpenAI. Sima balls. That doesn't even work. Come on, put more effort into it. This is 2024, man. You can't be pulling out the, like, oh, my balls joke without a lot of effort put into it. You have to seriously impress if you're going to use, like, these nuts or something like that. Hey, Lucky, have a good night. I'm actually going to wrap up, too, I think, because it is... My voice is getting a little tired. And that is over a 3-hour stream, so that's pretty good content, I feel, for the night. And that was a really successful stream, too, by Jason, based by the numbers of it. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to definitely play this game if it gets numbers like that. But chat, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. You've all been wonderful. Thank you. I hope you had a good time and you liked my stuff. If you're new, consider hitting the follow button or the subscribe button. You can also hit the like button. A lot of buttons to be hitting. Thank you for any subscriptions or memberships, super chats, bits, all that lovely stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you to the mod team. And once again, thank you for your time joining me tonight and joking around with me about all the yacht and other weird things in this game. I'll be playing, what's this called? Alone in the Dark again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to check me out again. I'll be here for you. I'm always here for you. Other than that, I'm going to rest my voice and get something to drink. Chat, have a good night, everybody. Peace.